2020 has been an incredible year for Clash of Clans, so I wanted to bring you a review on all of the updates, everything we have had in Clash of Clans this year, and my thoughts moving forward. Welcome back to the channel then, guys. I'm your host, Judo Sloth. Let's take a look back at 2020, and why this is important is that Clash of Clans have said they want to be more predictable with their updates, so it might give us a bit of a clue moving into 2021. As for me and my channel, you can continue to expect educational but entertaining Clash of Clans videos, so if that's the type of content you want to see, I would recommend subscribing and turning on the notification bell. January 1st, 2020, we were given the Primal Warden as part of the Gold Pass. Not a lot changed over the next couple of weeks, but on January the 14th, balance changes were announced. This was an increase for the Cannon, the Yeti Mites, and adjustments to the Titan Shield. We do tend to see balance changes a couple of weeks after an update, so if we were to have balance changes following the winter update of 2020, it could be around about the same time. January 21st, we had the introduction of my favorite hero skin, the Warrior Queen. This was part of the Lunar New Year, a single limited time purchase. I'm not sure whether they are going to do something similar moving into 2021, but I really hope that they do. January 27th was the announcement for the Clash of Clans World Championships. The schedule was adjusted as the year went on, but since we have no concrete evidence about next year's World Championships, perhaps we could expect something towards the back end of January. The second hero skin of 2020 was the Primal King, added in February. The Primal set, personally, not my favorite hero skins. We do know that Clash of Clans like to bring an update every quarter, approximately every 4 months, so with the winter update over the holiday season, we tend not to see too much. But on February the 27th, we did have further balance changes. This included a buff to the Springtrap and the Bomb Tower, but a nerf to the Cannon. Despite it having an increase in hit points earlier on in the year, this was all to do with the Royal Champion Shield not one-shotting it. They decreased the DPS in order to keep the balance in line across the rest of the game. What I will say is that it's not typical to have two balance changes in between an update, but I am glad that Clash of Clans continually monitor the progress and make adjustments no matter how small. We still had no information on the next update, what it would include, when it would be. Moving into March, we had the addition of the Primal Queen, continuing the Primal Hero set. Not my favorite, but we didn't have to wait long. March the 5th, we first received information about the next update. What followed, I think, was really cool, and I hope that it happens again in 2021. Clash of Clans, if you're listening, I did like this. March the 5th, we received a little snippet of information on the update for the builder base, in that there would be no more cook time for any of the troops. You could just continue to attack as much as you want. 1 week later, we received more information on the update. So they started to slowly drip feed information throughout March, but it didn't take away from the official sneak peeks, such as the information given on March 12th was that there would be cost reductions throughout the lab and upgrading your base. I do think this is something that will continue into 2021, is monitoring player activity and making relevant cost reductions. Another week later, March the 19th, we received information that the next update would have increased levels to certain defenses, but it wasn't until March the 30th when we actually received the update, so we could expect snippets of information and possibly an update in March 2021. Hopefully. The update itself, believe it or not, was the introduction of super troops. and we only had 4 of them at that time: the Super Barbarian, the Super Giant, Sneaky Goblin, and the Super Warbreaker. We also had the 7-day cooldown. They had varying costs. Super Troops have came a long way in the course of 2020. Alongside the other additions already mentioned, we also received the ability to set our defending clan castle troops for friendly challenge, and they would stay there, even if your troops were then removed from the clan castle. It seems like so long ago that this addition was provided, but that's where it's sometimes quite nice to look back in this video for 2020. For this initial spring update, I think there was a lot of excitement around Super Troops, but also a lot of frustrations. And that's where Clash of Clans have certainly had to listen to the community throughout the year and make the relevant adjustments. Moving into April, we shifted from the Primal Hero skins to the Clockwork Hero skins, starting with the Clockwork Warden. The Clockwork Warden was actually my favorite Clockwork skin. I've got to be honest, they weren't my favorite hero sets, and it was a quiet April. Nothing really happened in terms of game updates. May the 1st, we received the Clockwork King as part of the Season Pass. Not directly related to Clash of Clans, but on May the 14th, Supercell had their 10th anniversary, so there were some special offers in-game actually in order to celebrate. However, on May the 21st, we had an announcement with regards to clan games, that they were going to be adding new tasks, the point system was going to be improved. All in all, good adjustments. We do typically see a couple of balance changes throughout the year. They do tend to be a little while after an update, maybe something needs adjusted, but we did have a balance change on May the 25th. So it was a couple of months after the previous update. That should show to you that actually they are constantly monitoring the balance of the game, and they will just make adjustments when necessary. It doesn't have to be in line with an update. So we could expect balance changes at any point. But on May the 25th, we had adjustments to the Grand Warden, and we had adjustments to a couple of the other troops and defenses. Moving into June, the Clockwork Queen was the reward of the Season Pass, and we also started sneak peeks for the summer update on the 18th. However, the update itself did not arrive until the 22nd of June. As part of that update, we received the Inferno Dragon, the Super Witch, as well as a new troop in that of the Head Hunter, and what a new troop she is. There were actually also many adjustments to the troops and spells, such as the lightning spell being reworked, a single spell slot, giving us the ability to zap the clan castle. Out of the 4 updates we received throughout 2020, I would say that the June update, alongside one of the others coming up, were way better than the other 2. And yet, when the update was released, they had even more. Not announced in the sneak peeks, the ability to change your village scenery. We could purchase the clashy constructs, and as someone that logs into Clash of Clans every single day, I think it's fantastic that we can see something else with our village, and I was very happy with the addition of sceneries. So again, we could expect a summer update around about halfway through the year, the end of June 2021, as Clash of Clans have said they want to be more predictable. After the update, not a lot happened. Moving into July, the various bug fixes that were required, as well as the Gladiator Warden as part of the skins. Moving into August, we had the Party King for Clash of Clans' birthday, but there was also something else that happened in August, which I don't think has ever happened before in Clash of Clans. They literally just dropped a new troop in the game, the Super Archer. On the 24th of August, she just appeared in the game. There was no sneak peek, no announcement, nothing. Super Archer just appeared. I personally loved this little secret update. I really hope that they do stuff like this in the future. Yes, we should have major content updates to be excited about, but little things to just keep us going throughout the year. We tend to have a little bit of downtime in between the updates, which is approximately every 4 months. Moving into September though, we did receive the Pirate Queen, actually active right now. It was my favorite hero set set that we received in 2020, and we also, on September the 12th, had the release of the Lost and Crowned short film. This was a celebration of Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. It was a great watch, I'll have it linked in the description, and Supercell were kind enough to supply me with a storybook, which was a giveaway on my Twitter page. In October, we received the Pirate Warden, another hero skin which is active for me right now. I really enjoy the pirate set. You can let me know your favorite hero skin down in the comments. October the 8th was when sneak peeks began for the fall or autumn update. I personally don't think the October update was as good as the June update, but we did get new troop and defense levels, including the army camp level 11. This gave us the ability to have 300 troop capacity at Town Hall 13. There were also numerous AI changes, such as the wall breaker now using the jump spells, a huge change, and for the second time in 2020, we had cost reductions across numerous Town Hall levels for troops in the lab and buildings as well. Something that I definitely think needs to continue, and I always tell my viewers that Clash of Clans do continue to make things cheaper and quicker. As they add new Town Hall levels, they do have to be conscious of how long it takes a new player to get to maximum level. We also received 2 new super troops, in that of the Super Minion and the Super Valkyrie, but more importantly, we had the removal of the Super Troop cooldown. So now you could go from one super troop to the same super troop if you wished, instead of having 7 days where you couldn't use the super troop, which I think was most of the community's frustration. The update itself went live on October the 12th, so you should now start to get a bit of an understanding as to when the updates are released in relation to the sneak peeks as well. Once the sneak peeks finish, it's generally not too much longer. There was actually an optional update. Just to give you context, this was a little bit after the update on October the 26th. Normally, if there are visual bugs or anything like that, which is not directly impacting the gameplay, you can put up with it if you will, they will do an optional update, so you can choose to update and have the experience better, but it is not a forced update. If something was severely broken and they couldn't just adjust it with a maintenance break, then they would no doubt bring another forced update, but it's very rare that we do see that. At the end of October, we also had the Champion King skin. This was a limited time purchase, much like the Lunar New Year Queen skin, and it was to celebrate the 6th and final qualifier of the World Championships. I do hope they continue to bring limited time skins like this, whether it be purchasable or whether it be something that is just given to everybody. I hope that they continue to bring limited edition skins. Just a couple of days later, moving into November, we had another hero skin for the Barbarian King, this one being the Pirate King. Now, the reason I decided to include the hero skins in this video is Clash have said that more than likely, approximately 1 year after a skin is available in the Gold Pass, they will make it available for gems. This means that if somebody did not play the game back when that hero skin was available, they can purchase it with gems. I think this is awesome, but I do also like the limited edition skins. I think there's a balance that they need to get here, and they don't need to bring too many limited edition skins, but it's nice to have them for the long-term players. Remember when I said that I really liked the little snippets of information they gave back at the start of the year for the March update? They didn't really do that again until November the 23rd, where they gave us a little snippet of what was to come with regards to Super Troops, just to help us prepare for the update later in the year, they said. This meant that all Super Troops would be 25,000 Dark Elixir and be boosted for 3 days, alongside the Super Potion magic item to boost the Super Troops. It just meant that we had a little bit of a heads up, and I do like that. It definitely didn't take away from the sneak peeks, and it really showed that Clash of Clans had, yes, implemented something, but listened to the community and adjusted it to make sure that it was in its best possible place. And I really admire that about the team, and I am sure that that will continue into 2021. November 27th through the 29th, we had the best of the best in the World Championship Finals. It has been such a privilege to be involved with casting the event for the past 2 years. I cannot say how grateful I am and how much fun I have with this. Moving into December, we finally had the introduction of a Royal Champion skin with the Winter Champion. Sneak peeks began the next day as well, on December the 2nd, with the update going live on the 7th. This one being the most recent update you will be familiar with the Super Wizard, the Ice Hound, the Log Launcher Siege Machine, the Invisibility Spell. I definitely think it was on par with the summer update, but I'm not too sure which one I like the most. You can let me know down in the comments. I think they both brought different aspects to the game, and I am sure that we will continue to have massive updates in 2021. So if 2020 is anything to go by, 2021 is going to be amazing for Clash of Clans, and you can have a rough guideline as to what the update schedule will be from this video. Let me know your thoughts on 2020 down below. If you do want to see my video we did previously on the best clan castle troops for every town hall level, I'm sure that will help many of you out. I have it linked here alongside the subscribe button. You guys take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.